Black 20. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Steelers.
Start. Black 30. 53 at the mark. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll run again with Samuels on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Switzer. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Roethlisberger will throw. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man up, D. Man up, D. 58, come on. Double. Go. Go. Check it back. Check it back.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action. Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, punk. Kill. Hey, we're 33. What's that?
Mayfield on play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Under 10. What's that? 10. Check 15. Hurry. Say.
The carry here for the big tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The off drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Play fake to counter. Now Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
44.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Big that! Black 20. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
180! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! 26 Mike! 26 Mike! Double dog! That's the way! Hey! Alert! 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 Hey, Charlie! You better... My touch!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Give me that ball, defense! Hey, Haywood! Watch!
Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch. SOS.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, high 7.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Roethlisberger now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So
things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first, And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Good. 180. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the... King. Check 31. Check 31.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's get
The 6-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. On the run is Connor, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package, 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
It was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
180! Yo, 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 yo. Yo! Dad!
First down, a run with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Alert flare, flare, flare.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
1st down and 10.
That! 130! Check 52's the money. Not today, Mark. Not today. What is that? What is that?
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Everyone got 4
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And if they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Roethlisberger will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Pistol.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And that is going to be a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check.
Ben leaves to counter. Going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
180. 37. Watch the screen. Good dash. Go. Check 52.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Black 20. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch QB drop. Black is third.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. the gun. It's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left.
Here we go.
And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So we got man.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 45.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jannard Avery leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st.